Okay, the only thing I changed was one wall climbing to a pub. Try and get my spontaneous up just a bit more. Yeah, it's really expensive to work on these stats, but oh well, what can you do? Let's try this out and see what happens. Wisteria, Xanadu. Maybe both for a tie-dye shirt? I guess that went well. I can dance to this. Ew. Boiled goose. Oh. I can't believe we're working together these days. This is so great. Definitely. I love hanging out with you here. I guess we still have to take care of customers now and then too, though. Oh, I guess so. Now remember, no fooling around while we're on shift. That would be just awful. I mean, seriously, it would be so bad to mess around with each other here in the cafe. So wrong. Oh, never, eh? You say never, but I keep hearing we're the only ones on shift today. You should really check that hearing impediment, Anne. It's making you crazy. You're probably right. Hey, do you want to show me something in the completely empty back room? I mean, if you've got time. Where did the tray come from? I think I can free my calendar. Was there something in particular you wanted to see? Well, come on back and let's see. Who's awesome? I'm awesome. Oh, Anne. Bring that tray of goodies with you, too. Oh, boy. I know this bed is just a cheap single, but after a long day it feels fantastic. The last quarter has barely begun, and I'm already feeling blown out. I even made it home before everyone else. I pull my cell phone out to put it on the charger and notice a text from Isabella. We haven't had a chance to hang out much the last few days. It might be nice to go out tonight. Maybe I'll give Isabella a call. Sure. I smile and call up the speed dial contact for Isabella. Hopefully we can at least catch a bite to eat together. Oh, hey, Anne. How you doing? Doing great. Got a bit of studying done. How are you doing? How's work? You coming home soon? Doing fine. My shift's almost over. You want to have some fun? Of course. That's why I called. An hour later, I'm with Isabella in her room, and I'm in my workout clothes. Oh. She tried to get my shirt off, but I'm still a little bit shy about it. Isabella laughed at me. How come I'm in my swimsuit and you're still in your normal clothes? No, really. I've been learning massage. I was hoping to practice. You'll like it. Oh, all right, but I'm keeping my shirt on. Isabella smiles and kisses my cheek tenderly as I get down onto her bed. For now, anyway. I lay out as she begins rubbing my back. It feels fantastic. She even starts using her elbows to work at some of my tough spots. Ah. Oh! Wow, I've never seen this angle of you before, Anne. Oh, wow, Isabella. You really have been practicing. That feels heavenly. Are you studying to be a masseuse? Not really. This is just something to get my partner all hot and bothered. It's working. I'm studying for a teaching degree, actually. Wait, what? Suddenly I turn around. You want to teach massage? Isabella bonks me on the head. I snicker as Isabella shakes her head. Seriously, though, that's kind of a surprise. Hey, I've always said college is a time to play around. I take my I take my studies seriously, but I'm not going to be able to party like this forever. Why teaching? I come from a pretty small town. Not easy to get a quality education there. When I'm done here, I'm going to go back there and help. That's really sweet, Isabella. Well, I've still got some time before I settle down. And I do have my hands all over you. I disappeared. I blush a bit as I reach my hands down and start pulling up my shirt. A while later, I stand up to stretch. Maybe next time we can actually get out of a bedroom. Well, let's not go overboard. My studies are important. Absolutely. Isabella smiles at me and we chuckle. Sure thing, Izzy. They loan money to the giving tree. Oh dear. I need the snap. No more boiled goose. Oh. I'm not really sure what I want to do tonight. I should probably get some work done, but it's Saturday and I feel like taking a little time to myself. I respectfully request that you back off. With all due respect, please stay away from me. I turn for a moment, wondering if Rakesh is talking to me, but I don't think he is. He's got a notebook in one hand and he's tapping it with a pen in the other. He seems to be considering what he wants to write down. He looks up from his notebook and catches me looking at him. Ah, Anne, welcome home. I must tell my parents how I feel. If possible, without telling them how I feel. He looks at me as though I've got the answers hidden in my back pocket. I'm not sure what to tell him. Sorry, Rakesh, I can't help you this time. I will next time, though. Oh, well, I'd help, but I couldn't possibly hope to understand all the feelings you would need to put into a letter like that. I know you can do it, Rakesh. Do your best. Rakesh nods at me with a mixture of disappointment and bewilderment in his eyes. He turns and walks away upstairs. I can't help but feel like I've dodged a bit of a bullet there. I really don't want to get in the middle of Rakesh's family squabble. I'm not that invested in you, boy. Not yet. That was a very quick week. My goodness. Well, another. Black goes with everything. Well, it's a bit stark, though. As I sit in my room, I find myself staring at the ceiling. It's been a good year so far. I've had a lot of fun, gotten used to college life. I've even gotten together with Isabella. But as I think about what I've got done this year, I can't help but feel like I haven't really made a lot of progress on my greater goals. I mean, I came to college to get away from my surroundings, to get out of my comfort zone. I guess I've done that a bit. I feel like I've gotten more confident, but I still feel so shy. It kind of terrifies me, but I feel like I have to do something big, really get something going. Maybe if I can feel like I've truly left my old life behind, like I'm really ready to claim this new life I'm leading. Of course I'll help you, Anne. I call up Carmen, and 20 minutes later she's in my room as we discuss what I can do.
Oh, I've got it. You know what you need to do, Annabelle? You need to throw a party.
What? No way! How would I throw a party? I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Exactly. You're trying to cement the new you, right? The best way to do that, and really break out of your shell? Throw a killer party.
I think you're right.
Of course I'm right. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. We'll have to find a space to hold it in and figure out who to invite.
We can't just have it here?
And what, invite your housemates? That's not very far out of your comfort zone, Annabelle. Come on, think big with me.
Okay, you're right. You're gonna help me though, right?
Of course. You don't have to do this alone. I'm right here with you. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you so much, Car.
Ooh, we're gonna need some entertainment, too.
Alright, I know the perfect guy for entertainment. I'm sure I can think of something fun to do for people.
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, Annabelle, but don't you know a rock star?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Of course it is. Think of some other stuff to do, though, okay?
Definitely. Oh, Car, this is going to be so much fun.
I know!
Terrifying, but fun. Carmen and I hug as we squeal over our plans. This really will be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what happens. Eee! Oh. I give a stretch after another long day of classes. I'm looking at the stairs thinking how nice it's going to be back in my room. On my way up, I hear Sally and Isabella arguing. I can't tell what it's about, but I can see Max standing between them. I breathe a silent sigh of relief. Mom always warned me about bad boys. What? Once I'm back in my room, I put on some headphones and get back to my business. I really hope Isabella and I don't have a fight like that. What? What happened? Anne, you avoided a thing. I wanted to see what was going on. Darn it. Oh, the onion made her cry. Aw, poor Sally. What is going on, though? Max isn't really a bad boy. He just likes to put on that persona. It's still early in the quarter. I'm not sure what to expect from Professor Merriweather. Still, it should at least be entertaining. Alright, if you're in this class, you've probably got the basics down. Which means it's time to start getting serious. Now, normally we do this sort of thing in a lab, but today is special for 2 reasons. Number 1, some brain genius decided to mix glycerin with KMN04 in our labs, meaning there is now an opportunity for alternate environment learning. Secondly, the morgue is full and my contact is on the cheap. As soon as she says that, one of the professor's TAs walks into the room, pushing a cart with a blanket over it, and a suspiciously body-shaped lump under the blanket, surprisingly. This is a 103 class. I'm pretty sure we're not up to this stuff yet. As soon as I see the look of glee on the professor's face, though, I know we're going to do this. Alright, better question. Who wants to make the first incision? Don't worry, he's dead. He complains very little. Around the room, everyone seems unsure what to do with this. A few hands tentatively go up. Come on! You won't get a chance like this for another 2 or 3 years. Professor Merriweather, are you sure this conforms to regulations? I'm sorry. I thought this was biology. Apparently, it's intro to law. Well, as it turns out, I've probably got a degree in that too, so how about you shut up? As a matter of fact, looks like someone just volunteered to take the first cut. The professor stares at me as the entire rest of the class turns to look at me with a mixture of amusement and horror. I wait a few moments to see if the professor is going to change her mind, but finally I stand up and walk down to the front of the class. Here you go, Captain Rules! How about you choose our lesson plan for today? Pick a spot. We'll examine whatever you cut up. The professor hands me some plastic gloves, which I put on as she stands there staring at me. She then hands me a scalpel, and I look at the body. Luckily, the TA left his face and lower half covered. I walk over to the corpse and try to figure out what I'm going to do. Well, I've done these 2. Let's see what the third option does for me. Sorry, Professor, but I just can't do this. Professor, I don't want to mess up your lesson. Please do the cut. The professor raises an eyebrow but takes the scalpel from me. I watch over her shoulder as she makes the first incision, cutting just under the cadaver's heart. Now the first thing you'll notice is the lack of blood. That's because they drain these things, and because I'm not a complete idiot. The professor looks at me just standing there and makes shooing motions. I slowly return to my seat as Professor Merriweather begins her lecture properly. I can't believe she had me do that. It wasn't my favorite, but it was still a fascinating learning opportunity. Okay, I thought she was gonna, kick me out of her class, but she didn't. So, that was good. Enough of the boiled goose, people. Sheesh. Man, how'd you get so good at this? Grade stat raising. Power up. I really wish I knew what happened between Sally, Isabella, and Max that time. Weird.